Alright. And we're back in black. I hit the sack.
Good morning, sir.
15 minutes left
Would I
until
be
the next
correct in
episode.
thinking you
I
are
got no
Dr.
talent.
Who?
Not gonna pretend I do.
I thought as much. Woods Rogers.
That's it.
A pleasure. The same. I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite.
She called you devilishly handsome.
She's got thoughts for,
Obviously, a lie
well,
to stoke
Duncan,
my
not
jealousy.
Edward. But
Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived. Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Julien Ducasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars.
I have not come to disappoint.
I have.
Up for a bit of sport?
I'd come to disappoint. I'm a disappointment.
Man isn't ready just yet.
Disappointment. Disappointment! Popping guns.
You've got my 2 best pairs of matched pistols, Duncan, so handle them with care.
If I had 8, I'd treat each as my own son.
Pull off a few shots if you like, get a feel for it.
I've never shot
I
a
once
gun
fought
before.
beside a man who carried 9 on his back.
Oh.
They were a boom in battle,
Guns.
but
Ah,
hindered
no.
his ability to swim, sadly.
Quite. A good kick,
Is it
yes?
pair?
I long
It's
for
4.
the day where one firearm carries 4 bullets,
More than
not
a
the
pair.
opposite.
I have a friend in England you may like to meet. James Puckle. He's working on something extraordinary.
Magnifique!
James Puckle. Who the fuck's last name is Puckle? Continue?
All right.
Challenge.
Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties.
Okay.
Remember, hit every target within the allotted time.
Reloading. Did it. Oh, I got money. He paid me to play a game. Cool. Let's bet. Did we bet? I don't remember betting.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades? I've never seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Ah,
Damaged, sadly,
well,
beyond
you
all
see, you've
repair.
never seen an assassin like me.
Have your choice.
Man, you become an assassin.
Where did you find all these?
I did not
Oh,
find.
my head feels like
I
shit.
took them. These are souvenirs.
My head feels like crap all day, man. I don't know why. I hate it.
2 blades, as is the custom.
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Technique.
Well,
You
Technique.
must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. It would be a shame to leave here without seeing you in action.
Oh, you'll
Yes,
see
of
something
course.
in action.
well, I mean, if there is time, I would gladly, show you what I know.
Here, you see, situation well suited to your skills.
Skills.
Have a go. A blade in a crowd is always the simplest. Nothing grandiose, just quick and clean.
Might have point me to this one.
Show us another technique.
Quite ingenious to use bales of hay for cover, don't you think?
Hay? Want me to hide in hay? What is hay? Hey, hey, hey. My feet feel like they're fire.
God, that's the spirit. Secrecy. The advantage of surprise cannot be overstated, isn't that so? Especially around a blind corner. God, blind clever trick.
Wasn't that clever? You gotta tell me what to do.
Skills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality. Would you show us?
Up. Down. I jumped through the thing.
Magnifique. Is it also possible to deliver a killing blow at high speed?
No.
Mon Dieu, such a powerful strike.
I wonder what happens if you kill one of those guys.
Fascinating.
The assassins have trained you well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them behind.
At great risk, I imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same. And what is your business here, sir? Are you an associate of the governor's, or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns, blades, cannons, grenados. Anything that may kill a man, I am happy to provide.
A smuggler of
It's
sorts.
throwing me off all
And
day.
how is your wife these days, Captain Rogers?
All day.
Is she, here, in Havana?
Is she here?
I trust
in
she's
Havana?
well, but I wouldn't
Havana.
know.
Unana.
I've been in Madagascar some 14 months hunting pirates.
Half of my heart is in
It took
Havana.
some work to
Unana.
dislodge the criminals there, but we managed it. In future, I hope to use these same tactics throughout the West Indies.
And how did you deal with that kind?
Very simply,
Yeah, go cook me cookies.
most pirates are as ignorant as apes. I merely offered
I'm
them a
recording,
choice.
by the
Take
way.
a pardon and return to England penniless, but free men, or be hanged by the neck until dead.
I love a good hanging.
I imagine Nassau
Especially
would be your
myself.
next target.
Very astute, Duncan, indeed.
This
Best
is a
of
cry
luck
for
with
help.
Grandmaster Torres, Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled.
What?
I arrived only
Well,
yesterday.
you baked the cookies. Why
Unfortunate.
not bake?
Forgive my caution, but were you
Cook-
able to
it's
salvage
this-
from these pirates the
What?
items you promised?
It's the same. What's
Yes,
the difference
sir,
between
I
cooking and
was.
baking?
Well, baking is like...
Baking's just used for like sweets and bread
Increíble.
and stuff like that.
Assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but nothing enough to deter us.
You're
It's a
still
pleasure
cooking
to meet
it,
you
and
at
I mean,
last.
cooking is like I guess
Most
the idea of cooking is like
Come, gentlemen.
it's
We have
raw,
much to discuss.
and you're making it not raw. Where baking is taking materials that aren't like we might call them raw, but they're not like raw meat or anything like that. You know what I mean?
So you're baking...
Convened at last, and in such
raw?
continental
No, you're
company.
cooking ground beef
England,
because it's
France,
raw.
Spain.
I just
citizens
said
of
cooking says
sad
raw.
and corrupted empires.
You might have just said that.
Yeah, I did. I don't think.
What about
And
chicken?
true legislatures of the world.
What do you mean?
Please
Baked chicken.
hold out your hands.
It goes in the oven.
Mark and remember.
Yeah, but
our
that's the same thing as
purpose.
cooking. Is baking just oven?
To guide
that what we're getting to?
souls
I think so.
till they've reached the quiet road. To
That's
guide
cooking.
all
It's
wayward
there's no
desires
difference.
till
There's no
impassioned
difference. It's just how we use the word.
Yeah.
To guide all wayward minds
Baking.
to safe
Bakies.
and sober thought.
They're called cookies.
Baking.
By the Father of
Cookie.
Understanding's light, let our work now begin.
Man, I hope that Hannah Montana theme song comes across in the background.
Decades ago, the council entrusted me with the task of
Did you put the
locating
cookies
these
in?
West Indies,
Oh.
a forgotten place our precursors once called the observatory. See here. Look up on these images and
I'll
commit
bake
them
you.
to memory. They tell a very old and important story. For 2 decades now, I have endeavored to locate this observatory, a place rumored to contain a tool of incredible utility and power. It houses a kind of armillary sphere, if you like. A device that would grant us the power to locate and monitor every man and woman on Earth, whatever their location. Only imagine what it would mean to have such
Maybe
a
I'll
power.
try to do.
With this device, there would be no secrets among men, no lies, no
Nah.
trickery.
Don't mess with the strategy for now.
Justice, pure justice.
Leave strategy for now.
This is the
Next
observatory's
weekend. Next
promise,
weekend.
and
For
we
next week, I'll
must
try to do
take it
half-hour
for our
episodes.
own.
Do we know its whereabouts?
I'll literally get double the distance.
We will soon. For in our custody is the one man who does, a man named Roberts.
Gonna get
once
like
called
out of
the
Havana.
It has been 45 years
That's the goal.
since anyone has seen a
This week is to
crusade.
get out of
Can you be sure this one is authentic?
Havana. Actually, I'm almost there,
You're
so
confident it
should be
is?
pretty easily.
The
This is episode,
assassins
what,
will
4?
come for him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then,
Let us drink.
let us drink.
Drink, drink, choke, 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 choke.
Let us find
Man,
the
they were
observatory
fucking
together.
hardcore back then.
For with its power, kings will
Straight
fall,
rum.
clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours.
I'm not actually trying to do 100%
Rest well,
everything, by the
Duncan.
way. I just...
Tomorrow the treasure
If
fleet
it's easy
arrives,
enough, I'll
and
just
with
do it.
your reward.
If it's not, I'm not
After
gonna
which we
fucking
discuss
restart over and
for
over again trying to do
smooth.
100%. I'm
I
just
look
gonna
forward to it.
say fuck it and
Excelente.
move past it.
Meet me down at the docks first thing tomorrow morning.
Governor Torres requests your presence at the docks near the Castillo. First thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, Castillo. First thing. Alright.
Why do you not listen to me? Hear what I say.
Are we hearing that fan?
Captain Kenway,
Yeah.
just in time.
Captain Kenway.
I'll see you back at boat.
I mean, there's no boat. Yeah. So. You want to leave? Boop. Kill. Does that have a stealth locate loose money thing? This one didn't, right? I don't think this one did. I think this is one of the ones that don't. I know this one does. This one's super easy to do, too. I think I need these guys.
El último fue un gran trabajo. Esos cachorros franceses perdieron todo lo que y luego tuvieron que volver a Francia a nado.
You taking a piss? You. Oh, the girl is helping me. Cool. Ow. Woo! Dead. Fucking love this fucking the kill animations and the fighting animation in this game is fucking sweet. Sorry about that. That was a timer. Grab this. Okay. All right. We'll head over to that checkpoint, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. If my mouse wants to work. All right. See you guys in the next episode.